Всім привіт! Продовжуємо проходити Hogwarts Legacy. Сподіваюсь, що цього буде все буде класно. Сподіваюсь. І почнемо ми з завдання відносин. Ну, не зовсім всі завдання. Як вони називаються, не знаю. Ні, це відносини. Почнемо з завдання Наті. Ага, вона біля Оксфорду, можна пішки дійти.
They were out.
Чекаємо.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Ого, так складно все.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Де їх знайти?
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Що я намагаюсь дізнатись?
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Я побалакаю з друзями містера Бікла.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Так, знову Оксфорд. Звичайно. Який сніжок класний.
I'd rather scrape cool.
Oh, hard work and good luck go hand in hand.
Ha! I have no tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear.
How many times are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones, sir.
Promise, sir. We'd never take more than those.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
Оце клас. Так, ми пройшли бокс. Двері потрібно.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby. Revelio.
Здогадка. Вони підтвердилися. Звичайно, відповідь.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Чому Гарлоу забрав вашого чоловіка, а не вас?
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Ви надали Гарлоу якусь інформацію про Грінготс?
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Чи підтверджує записка викрадення?
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Це те, що мені було потрібно.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Пані Рейб, ми дуже сподіваємося, що ви ще раз розглянете можливість допомогти нам з нашими банківськими потребами. Ми дали вам достатньо часу, щоб прийняти рішення самостійно, але ми починаємо втрачати терпіння. Ми знаємо, що ваш чоловік був би вдячний, якби ви побачили цінність нашої спільної роботи. Чи варто очікувати відповіді до кінця тижня? Краще залиште це між нами, якщо ви розумієте, про що ми.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Caught a glimpse of some muggles the other day hitting a little...
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Розаписку.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Як приховували вимагання?
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
Пан Гіл здається справедливою людиною. Ви можете сказати йому?
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Дякую, що поговорили зі мною.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Ви повинні були висловитися. Але я його розумію, звичайно.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Muggles have made life hard for us.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Not a day goes by. Levioso and stupefy combined.
Can't imagine how I'd have
I miss the old credit goal.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Only a hairy-hearted sod would cast me friendly.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Oh, she's a spell. What's a spell?
Revelio.
What's she?
Honeydew potion wasn't keeping away from danger.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Блін, це щось є.
Revelio.
The hidden door.
Hmm.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Revelio.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Як скажеш.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day, waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight it.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Так, і що ми маємо робити? Ти що? Думаю. This?
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me coming, and rightfully so.
Oh, I fancy it's time we found.
You made a mistake coming here.
Expulsum.
Це мала бути стелс-місія.
Flash of inspiration. Agility. To your knees.
Not so tough now, are ya?
No one takes one of my own and lives to tell of it.
What? Much of a fight, did you?
Багато їх тут.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work. It might. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
I've used unforgivable curses on occasion. Fortunately, I'm not looking to be forgiven.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Bagan time.
Somebody out there?
You'll feel that tomorrow. If you last that long.
Давайте спробуємо знову.
That's just the beginning. One less nuisance to worry about.
Як же тут треба пересуватися, щоб всіх по Петріфіку стуталити. Добре, знов. Дивимось.
Hattie must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Ага, ці гроші не активні.
How did I get mixed up?
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work.
It might.
Using that girl as bait, Amon's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Revelio.
Student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out. Show yourself.
If I likes it, I takes it.
Expulsion!
Добре, не вийде в мене тут.
Редактор!
Ну, може видали, що вони виглядали. Хто така? Ти бос тут?
I'm just warming up.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Reductor!
This has become very serious. Stay on point.
Ага, красиво.
To your knees.
That's just the beginning.
What are your thoughts on electricity?
Bombarda!
Look what you've done. What's wrong?
Де так там? Щось невідомо?
What's that?
What's
Who's there? Flash!
Hattie must be here somewhere.
What are you, shy? Now to finish the job. Expulso! Just...
Expulsion!
Death from above!
Expulsion!
Hey, that's mine!
Incendio!
Не тікає? Він реально тікає?
Well, you'll have to do better. Might want to look up.
Це було непогано. Скільки в них тут пацюків вже? Покоління пацюків, здається, живуть. Навіть не сім'ї, покоління. Давайте. Візьмемо стіл передній. Стелс. Блін. Де Наті? Вона десь тут. Ага. Люблю тебе, авгурію подібну, чи голос передує скорому дощу, мою зрівняти з крупом принагідно, до тебе вірність щиру та просту. Моє серденько ти зачеклував, я хочу, щоб було це назавжди. Спочатку самого мене причарував, до самого кінця єдиним будеш ти. Дульсібела Філберт.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Мій любий Отто. Я перечитувала твій останній лист знову і знову і впевнена, що читатиму його щогодини, допоки ми не зустрінемось. Мене лякає думка, що я ще не скоро тебе побачу, але я не покидаю надії. Я чекаю того дня, коли ми розділимо день наших заручень із тими, кого ми любимо, особливо з моїм любим батьком. Не дивно, що ти хочеш почекати, доки не осядеш коханий. І я знаю, що ти робиш усе можливе, щоб владнати це питання. Дозволю собі сказати, що останні місяці я була на вершині щастя, та неможливість поділитися своїми почуттями з іншими – це справжнє випробування. А зараз я піду, щоб ще раз прочитати твого листа. З любов'ю, Розі. Все.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
А як це зробити? Це не те. Теж був на лист, але не той. А, блін. Ну, буду вважати, що ми його знищили. Хоча я не впевнена, що це зробила. Так, знаєш, що зробити? Прикольно.
Revelio.
Угу. Угу. Ага.
Revelio.
Угу. Ось вона є. Добре, пішли до кімнати. У мене нічні годинники лізуть. П'ять.
You found us. I knew you would save us. I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Raven. He will tell you what you need to do. Here, ready to help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed. and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something. My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Revelio.
Ух ти.
Hello, Amora. Mr. Abe's wand must be nearby if he can sense it from his cell. Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
А куди нам йти? Сюди. Чи наверх?
Revelio.
І сюди. Мгм. Зрозуміло, все ж таки наверх. Але я можу так. Добре.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Abe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Зрозуміло.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
А давайте завітаємо, ми якраз у Хоксміді. Нам не дало піти. Ще пошта.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Це приємно, що ми допомогли людині.
Can't imagine how mum must get that. I remember you. You're
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you. What are we looking for today?
Скільки ж це буде коштувати, цікаво. 7500.
I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Ну і це, мабуть, останнє покращення для мітли. У чому, мабуть, точно останнє? Ай. Зараз. А, тут літати не можна, точно. Пішли політаємо трошки. Зовсім трошки. Це можна літати. Я не знаю, чи може тут можна. Тут можна. Ну і все, на цьому цю серію завершено. Вона вийшла досить велика, я не думав, що вона буде така. Ну, я просто думав, що ми 2 квести зможемо виконати, але цей був довгенький. Дякую тим, хто дивився. Всього найкращого вам.